Hey guys, Chickadee Maine to Boo.com with a Boo.com surf forecast update. This forecast update effective around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, January 19th, 2017. And okay guys, to start you off with that single image again. And here is this area of low pressure that is east of the Outer Banks, well offshore, southeast, well offshore of Nova Scotia in here. And this is going to end up moving up into the North Atlantic. Now I'm going to pull this over for you and look at the white stuff that's coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. This is that first batch of rain and this pattern that's getting ready to develop. We like to think of these areas of low pressures as 50 size of 50-cent pieces. We'll show you that here in the model in just for a moment. But whatever's coming on this next swell, guys, over the next 24 to 48 hours, be sure to get it because it looks like East Coast is going to go into an extended period of unrideable surf. Continued offshore winds every day. Again, we'll show you that here in the model in just a few moments. Here's the latest sea state analysis out of NOAA showing seas right now are currently 18 feet. Last forecast I saw, been working all day. Last forecast I saw seas are forecast to increase in excess of 20 to 25 feet. So we should see an increase over the next 24 hours. Quick look at the buoys. Starting you off on the South Hatteras buoy. South Hatteras buoy now with 6 feet of swell height. 10 seconds out of the north-northeast. Jump over to the Paul West Bermuda buoy, and that buoy's got seas into double digit now, but swell height at about 7 feet, 10 seconds out of the northwest. Now, this is heading to Puerto Rico, and we expect another bump in size over the next 24 hours. We'll be watching this buoy. If you caught our last video update, our text update, we said that the buoy to watch on this for guys down in Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, Bahamas, is this buoy right here because of the northwest swell direction. And then we'll switch you up in here just east of New Jersey. And this has got a little bit more easterly swell in it at about 7 feet, 10 seconds. Unfortunately, this buoy does not transmit all of the data, but this buoy has come up over the last 12 hours or so. Still looking for something on Gray's Reef. Do not see anything yet. Swell model forecast still showing 13 to 15 seconds, a batch of 13 to 15 second swell periods out of the northeast working its way towards the east coast. Now we're going to show you the model run. And again, guys, the negative factor has been from the beginning is this next area of low pressure that's going to be moving in towards the mid-Atlantic that's going to set up that strong southerly suck up and a chance for heavy rains coming. We'll advance the model for you. This is this afternoon's run of the GFS. Here's that area of low pressure well east of the Outer Banks, well southeast of Nova Scotia. And then here is that previous one that we saw the other day. This was actually a hurricane force low, and all three of the entities up in here combined into one. Advance the model for you. And look how this lifts up towards Newfoundland. Now that's a very nice tight packed gradient of northerly swell. We talked about that in our last update. And so that's where the boomerang of the swell is going to take place as this moves up. So that's why we're watching the Paul West Bermuda buoy. Advance the model a little further for you. And that moves up in there towards the south tip of Greenland. And then here comes the extended period of probably unrideable surf on the U.S. East Coast as we get into a southwest flow here. And there is, for these guys up in here, this is east winds in here, so they might have a little bump in here, but the majority of U.S. East Coast looks to go flat coming up in the period. And then northwest to west flow here, aimed at the UK, Spain, and Portugal. So this is setting up a large swell, and it looks like the North Atlantic, which we haven't seen in a long time, is about to explode. We'll show you that as we advance the model some more. Here's this area of low pressure moving up over New England now as a 990 gale. And then advance the model. This is going into 6 and 7 days. And you'll see, look at this strong gradient here aimed at Portugal. Nazar should be going off with a strong fetch in here. And then England, UK, and then look, this is Friday, January 27th at 180 hours. Look at this westerly fetch all aimed up in here towards the North Atlantic. Advance the model a little bit more. We'll keep it as usual inside of 10 days. And at 10 days, it looks like things start to quiet down a little bit. But look back over here. If you remember a couple of months ago, we started talking, or 6 weeks ago, we started talking about anomalous areas of high pressure in the East Atlantic. For those who follow our forecast, you know what we're talking about. But again, this is going to still create westerly swell. So this is all this water over the next 10 days. After this next front comes through, when we finish with the southerly suck up, for at least the next 10 days, it looks like the North Atlantic is locked with southwest flow, northwest flow, everything aimed at the East Atlantic. That's all we got for you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next update.